Good morning, students. I am going to teach programming with us or R programming in this semester. So, in this semester, we are going to discuss about programming language R, which is developed earlier as a statistical programming language and has been migrated from statistical to data science and other environments with data processing for evaluation of large volumes of data, that is more than thousands or 10,000 or lakhs of records at a time, instead of limited set of records that can be processed by database management system in a two-dimensional mode. R can allow program or data sets in large volumes to process. So before going to discuss about what is R and what are the different features available in R to process the data and what are the formats of data we have to use and control structures and other features. First, we have to discuss and see about introduction of R. So first coming to history of R and who invented it, in which year it has been designed, and from which software it has been migrated, and by making manipulations and modifications, we have to see here. So coming to introduction of R. R itself is a programming language and also a freeware software. Freeware means software which is available freely on internet. So it's a freeware software developed by Rose Inc. and Robert Gentleman in 1993. But R itself is not a language which is independent. Independent means R individual which has been designed on its own. It is also a derived programming language from other earlier versions. So it has been invented by Robert Gentleman and Inca in 1993. R possesses an extensive catalog of statistical and graphical methods. Main purpose of R is for statistical use and also exploration of data in graphical mode. It includes machine learning algorithms, linear regressions, time series analysis, statistical interferences, and also some of the few features reserved. And it R itself also possesses some of other extensible and extended features comparable to advanced programming languages like Hadoop and other programming languages. So these are only some of the features that can be possessed by R, where we can use this in statistical purpose, in machine learning, in artificial intelligence, linear regressions and time series analysis for different data sets in medical analysis. So most of the R libraries are written in R itself. That is, when we are seeing the earlier programming languages, some of the languages can possess the features. That can be, the features means compilers or interpreters, other assisting system software which are designed in other software versions. But other than that, R itself provides the features that are designed in R itself. So no need to any translation or assistance of other softwares. So it independently itself processes the information because the built-in libraries are available in R itself, not in other application languages. But for heavy computational tasks, we can also migration means we can also combine or incorporate some other programming languages compatible to R. Means here we can design a C program or we can design a program, Fortran program or a C++ program that can also use R. Means this is also a machine independent language taking the assistance of other programming languages. So C, C++ and Fortran codes are also preferred in R. If some of the users are familiar with those languages, those can use those application languages and also make use of R to implement that code. That is the another advantageous feature of R. And coming to R is not only interested by academic people, but many large companies also use R programming language, including the current companies, including Uber, Google, Airbnb, Facebook, and so on. These are all using R for maintaining its data sets, which are in large volumes. So, data analysis with R is done in a series of steps. That is, first you can design a program, next transform the data set using that program into other format, discovering the necessary data from the transformed data set, and next you can model the data which is discovered, and then communicate the results through graphs and charts to the users, which is easily visible and visualized and analyzed. So this is about R. R itself is invented by Robert Gentleman and Ilka in 1993, pursuing the features of independent programming language, giving assistance to other application programming languages which are compatible to the users who know those languages. And also, this can also be used by different types of other companies which are nothing but Uber, Google, Airbnb, Facebook, and so on. Different applications that are companies which are MNCs and others. And data analysis in R itself is performed in different stages: programming, transforming, discovering, modeling, and produce the result in user-oriented form. Next, coming to the objectives of R. Coming to first objective, whether it is a programming language or not. R itself is a clear and accessible programming tool. That is, this is providing a command user interface to the users. Users can design their own commands. And also providing another advantageous feature, that is, we can design our own libraries if necessary. And we can add those libraries to the existing built-in library set also. So, this is an effective programming tool. Next, coming to the transformation. R is made up of a collection of libraries designed specifically for data science purpose. So, this consists of number of libraries. When in next class, when we see the architecture of R and also R interface, we can see what are the different types of libraries available in R. So, transforming, this is made up of number of libraries that is useful to different environments, medical, industrial, business, and also different types of scientific purpose, etc. That is mainly this is designed for data science purpose. Next, coming to discover objective. Investigate the data, refine your hypothesis, and analyze them. Mainly, R itself passes to the research orientation. So, here we can transform the data, analyze the data, and get the information to process. So, this is an easily accessible tool available to all, and we can easily transform because this can support different types of data sets and also easily explore the information which is necessary. Next, model. So, R provides a wide array of tools to capture the right model for your data. So, this is providing different types of visualized representations, graphs, charts, three-dimensional model, two-dimensional structure, maps, etc. Different types of visualization tools in which format we feel compatible. That format we can select to explore our results. That is the model we are selecting. Next, communicate. Integrate the code, graphs and outputs to a report with R Markdown or build shiny apps to share with the world. That is nothing but what are the output results we have been produced. We can mark down by linking those with the internet available apps. Automatically, all the world can view the results of our inventions. So that is the last option. So first we can program, next transform that program compatible to data science, and next identify the information which is necessary, that is discovery, and next model the data which is necessary, which is discovered in user related format, and next interlink that with the internet to view to all throughout the world. Not all users, throughout the world, anybody can view your information which is invented. Next, history. R itself is derived from S. So, S itself is the origin for S and S plus. So, S, an interactive environment for data analysis, developed at Bell Laboratories since from 1976. So, those are designed a language for data analysis, yes. Further, that has been changed, or further that language has been assisted to design R. So, in 1988, S2 is designed by R.A. Becker and J.M. Chambers, A. Wilkes. And in 1992, S3 is designed by J.M. Chambers and T.J. Hasty. And in 1998, S4 designed or invented by J.M. Chambers. So commonly, when we see all these extended features of S, he is the main author. J.M. Chambers is the main author for invention of all these. So, exclusively licensed by AT&T Lucent to Insightful Corporation. See till product name as S plus. So first, S that has been migrated in different versions, which is called as S plus. This is the earlier version. Implementation, S plus can be used as an implementation language for C and C++. But R itself is initially written by Rosika and Robert Gentleman at Department of Statistics of University of Auckland, New Zealand during 1990. So, this is first invented and designed using S as the origin in University of Auckland, New Zealand during 1990s by these two authors. Since 1997, International R Code team of 15 people with access to common CSV architecture. R commonly uses CSV architecture. So, that is CSV archives means CSV, that is a file format, similar to our Excel and other format. CSV itself is, we are calling any file name .csv as the format for R, the data sets that can be used by R. But R can support other data sets also. But the main data set format, extension format that can be used by R is .csv. Archive format. So, this is the history of R. Next, coming to introduction of R itself is GNU language, GNU. But this is not only supporting to GNUs. This is also supporting different types of other environments also. R is GNU is a language and environment for data manipulation, calculation, and graphical display. And R is similar to award-winning S system, which was developed at Bell Laboratories by John Chambers. A suite of operators for calculations on arrays in particular matrices. These are nothing but the extensible features of R. A large, coherent, integrated collection of intermediate tools for interactive data analysis, providing graphical facilities for data analysis and displayed directly at the computer or on hard copy. A well-developed programming language which includes conditions, loops, user-defined recursive functions and input-output. Means this is providing the complete set of features. When we compare with a normal programming language, this is providing an extensive set of features. Similar to a programming language, this is providing all control structure features, variable declarations, arrays, lists, and other processing. And beyond the programming language, this is providing visualization tools also. So, these are the main features of R. So, next, the core of R is an interpreted computer language. The core of R means main or basic of R representation is an interpreted computer language. It allows branching and looping as well as modular programming user functions. Branching and looping means that is control structures. Modular programming means dividing the program into partitions or modules using functions. So, this is providing both features, control structure features and also modular programming. user functions and other programming features. Most of the user variables functions, user visible functions in R are written in R itself, calling upon a smaller set of internal primitives. So here we can define the functions within R itself. It is possible for the user to interface procedures written in C, C++ or Fortran languages for efficiency and also to write additional code. So here we can define a function in R using R itself, or we can define a function in either C or C++ or Fortran, and we can call that function in R program. So for that one here we are calling it as a core of an interpreted computer language. Next coming to what are the activities R can does and R should not do. First one, these are the set of features in left hand side. Left hand side, those are the R features, these are not the R features. So data handling and storage. This is providing data in form of numeric and textual format only, not visualized format. And next, this provides a matrix algebra functions. This is providing hash tables and regular expressions. This is a high-level data analytic and statistical function providing. And this is also supporting object-oriented feature of classes. This is supporting graphics. And this is also linking programming languages, loops, branchings, and subroutines. Coming to another feature, it is not a database but connects to database management system. So R is not a database, but it connects to database management system. That is what I am telling you is nothing but we can link a database, but actually this is not the database language. And next, it has no graphical user interface but connects to Java TL stack. So here, this is not the graphical user interface. That is, we can run the commands in R at the command prompt. This is not providing any window interface to the user, but this can connect to Java, Tailstack, etc. other user interface language. That is connecting other user interface languages for program design. Next, language interpreter can be very slow, but allows to call old C or C++ code. That is nothing but when we are running a program in R, that will take time for interpretation and also implementation. This is not giving the output results as fast as other application languages. That is the third one. But this can call other programming codes also internally. No spreadsheet view of data but connects to Excel or MS Office. When we want to visualize the data in R, that is providing only a listing features, not a spreadsheet or MS Office like structures. Only lists what are the values in the data set in row and column wise, but without any layout structure. This is no professional or commercial support, because this is not having any, this is a free software, this is not having any commercial support for purchase or any. So these are the features which does not provided by R, then these are the features provided by R. So we can access numerical and textual data only, providing matrix algebra and other linear, that is statistical functions, hash tables, and providing object-oriented features, also providing graphics and also supporting other programming languages. But this is not a database management system. This is not providing any graphical user interface, but linking the graphical user interfaces. And this running of application in R is slow. This is not providing any visualized view of data set, only listing the data in a two-dimensional format without any layout structure. This is not having any commercial or professional. Next, coming to the utilization of R in different environments. So that is R by industry. If we break down the use of R by industry, we see that academics comes first for usage of R, namely that is for statistical analysis and research. R is a language to do statistics. R is the first choice in the healthcare industry, followed by government and consulting organizations. So we can see the view of R. That is the view of R means the utilization of R in a percentage orientation manner in a graphical level. So this is when we are coming to the utilization of R in different environments. First one is academic. Academic people are using 8%, and healthcare industry uses more than 6%. and government organizations uses more than 3%, and consulting organizations also more than 3%, and insurance companies also using greater than 2 and less than 3, and emergency, energy and finance companies are also using less than 2% and near to 2. Retail and media organizations also using more than 1%, and manufacturing, technical and electronic organizations, those are using 0 to 1% and somewhat more than 1%. So mainly academic people are preferring R for utilization, but in coming days R may be the programming language which can replace the other programming languages with the main feature of R, that is it can process large volumes of data, it can visualize the output log. These are the main two features of R. So this is up about the introduction of R, who invented it, history of R, and utilization of R in different environments, and features of. In next class, we can see basics of R and other features of.